How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the War Report here. We're actually just getting the players all set up and ready to go. And, we are going to be fighting over at Amerish, so that is going to be our point of contact for VRev as well as Ego. I'm going to be rolling with the guys of VRev, while Jax here is going to be rolling with Ego. And we're just waiting to see if these guys can get together. Obviously, these are such large groups that we want to make sure that everything is right and we're not, I guess, interfering or how should I put this? Not necessarily messing things up and getting them all organized, because we want to see an epic battle here.
Absolutely.
So, Jax, why don't you tell me a little bit? We saw VRev. Oh, man. I remember VRev, DRev. You tricked me and said GRev at one point in time. I was scared. But why don't you tell me a little bit about Ego, though? I don't know that much about him.
Ego's a very large outfit. Sorry that I'm looking at the screen here, guys.
No,
Just
okay.
getting over to the base. But Ego's a huge outfit on Waterson. They're really well known. They have, as I said before, they're led by Vertago. They have Sinist. They just have a ton of players, so they should be organized. VRev is also a very large outfit, so the size here should be pretty interesting. I'm gonna have the guys get ready here. If you could tell your guys too, we'll send them over to Black Shard Tungsten Mine, which should, it's an NC base, so it should be sort of even for both of them.
Right.
And we are off. And I am telling them Black Shard Tungsten Mine. And they are on their way there, so we will see.
Black Shard Tungsten Mine.
Yep. And so they are on their way, and it's an NC base right now. I think they both should be able to cap it because they're both connected at this point. I know we had a little slip up last week where they weren't connected. The game changes so fast, so once we pick a base, sometimes they get flipped like on the way. So right now they're on their way to Black Shard Tungsten. It is an NC base, so since they are a TR and VS outfit, it's sort of a neutral ground for them to battle on. And it should be a good fight.
Yeah, I actually have VRev on my screen here, and looking forward to seeing what these guys can do. This is going to be where we're heading right here. This is Amerish, and again, Black Shard Tungsten Mine. Where's that at? Let me see here. See if I can find. There we go. All right. So you actually set a waypoint on there. Nice stuff. So yeah. So this is a interesting spot. Have you ever fought in this particular area before? Is there anything you can tell me about it?
Absolutely. So Black Shard Tungsten's at the top of the hill, as you can see right here, and you kind of have to battle up this hill. There's a little jump pad going down here. You can check out the pad, and that'll get you up into this base area. And then you have these stairs here. You can capture that cap point from these back stairs, which are what I normally take, or you can go into the main point, passing the vehicle bay and the enemy spawn. But it doesn't look like there's any NC here, so it should be a pretty even fight. And we already have an air battle. Ego is going to be sending out mosquitoes to cover the space. Wow, that's a lot of mossies. So they're going down, they're landing. Looks like their entire squad took mossies. So those VRev galaxies are a couple minutes, about 30 seconds behind. So it's actually good that they're a little late, because if they had ran in all these mossies, they would most definitely have been shot down.
Oh wow, and I'm actually getting a good angle here on one of these galaxies with the MLG decal. Just want to throw that out there. Pretty nice, pretty fancy.
Better fancy, better modern. Very cool. All right, so we're moving in here. They are at the point, and it looks like Ego is starting to flip the point. So they are keeping mozzies in the air to cover. They're keeping quite a bit of mozzies in the air. It looks like I count 5 right now. So they're covering the space. When VRev gets here in their galaxies, they're going to be in for a rude awakening.
Yeah, well, they're actually coming through with, I believe it's going to be 3 galaxies here. I'm following 2 right now and trying to keep up with them here. But obviously, this is taking a little while. They are late to the party, but fashionably late is never a bad thing. Actually, I don't know if they're rolling with any more.
They have no air cover, it looks like, which
yeah.
is it's going to be really dangerous. We're going to keep the camera up in the air here, guys, to see this, what I think is going to be an epic air battle. Ego able to get here much faster because...
Oh!
Wow. All right, so here it comes.
Wow. That mosquito just got... I think that was a mosquito. I'm not too sure.
These galaxies have been spotted here, and there's going to be some combat. They're probably thinking to themselves, wow, that is a lot of mossies.
Yeah, well, it's always good to have air cover, because obviously when you're trying to take a point such as this, especially with the way that it's guarded, and wow, look at this battle.
They're getting lit up, dude.
This is insane right
so
now. And but they
5
have
or
to drop
6
now.
They're on fire. They're going to drop. And did they get out? Oh, yeah, looks like they got out. So they dropped their players. But as I said, this base is on a hill. So they drop down here at the bottom of the hill, as you're going to be able to see. And it looks like you got some VRev guys up here climbing this hill, but they have to scale these mountains against these mossies. Ego with a lot of air cover. Sinus getting a kill there. VREV getting some kills of their own. So this is going to be a great fight here at this base.
There's so much death and destruction going on. Right?
VREV able to land and get the Sunder out, which is huge. The Mossy's know where it is, but just landing, getting an infiltrator on that terminal, that's obviously a classic base take strategy. So let's see over here towards the point what we have going on. And it looks like Ego still has the point. They have, oh, but it is flipping. So I'm going to hop in here, guys. And, okay.
This
so
Sunder
VREV
is getting chased here by Ego's Mosquito, it seems like.
Yep.
You desperately need that Sunder to stay alive, by the way. But I don't think he's going to be able to do anything about it. I'm actually trying to follow it here. Anything going inside?
Nope, I'm covering up
They
here
did
at the
lose the
point.
Sunder.
And the VREV guys able to get up here. They have one of those very powerful maxes that I was talking about earlier. The new Bandy maxes they're absolutely stacked. So he's gonna guard the point, and these guys have the point pretty much locked down. They only have one max in here, which is a risky choice. I think if you take a Gal, you definitely need to have more maxes, especially with these new VS maxes. But they're gonna hold this door. A lot of Ego guys going down outside. So Ego was able to come in here early with the big Mossy push, take the point, but right now they're not able to get back in and retake it from VREV.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the overhead right now. Not really much going on besides this one VS Max that is keeping the drive alive outside, causing so many problems. Anyway, and looking here, it seems like now air support is quieted down. There's going to be a lot of activity going down
They're able
inside.
to take that max down, it looks like, in the point.
Big win there. Big win for Ego on that one. Nice, nice stuff.
Ego able to push in. Now, they don't have maxes because they came in Mossies, but they pushed in as a group. They had strong medic support, and they were able to retake that point pretty quickly, actually. That was a great retake by Ego.
Yeah, so now since this is just a one-point capture area, there's really nothing more to cap. There's no B or C territories. So we're just going to see some craziness going down inside of this particular area. And bear in mind, too, the NC haven't even come into this yet. So.
Yeah, they haven't defended the base. So we gave them an NC base so they could kind of battle it out. It was empty when they got here, obviously, to kind of minimize outside impact. I know on the show sometimes we have a lot of outside impact, so we've tried to pick a base that would be neutral to both of them. The Ego guys are going to leave the point, so they're going to move out, and they're going to try and hunt the VREV guys outside. I don't know if that's something I would do. I would definitely keep like 5 or 6 guys in here. They only have, oh, okay, so they're moving like 3 or 4 back in. They're getting some claymores around here. Let's follow these guys outside and see what they're up to. Looks like on your screen, VREV's coming in with a lot of Sunders, so they're going to regroup.
Yeah, they have about 3 Sunderers, 4 Sunderers. And, oh, is that a 5th one? No, they have 6 Sunderers.
6 Sunderers? That's ridiculous.
Tell me more, Jax. But I will tell you this much, though. Is this wise? I mean, 6 Sunderers, doesn't that seem a little excessive?
I mean, I think they know they're going to get a couple shot down, but, I mean, 6 is a lot of Sunders to bring to a party.
That is quite true.
They're just shelling with the Bulldog up here. Trying to get some kills on Ego, but Ego really has a good position on this hill. This base is really hard to retake if your enemy's set up, because as I said, you have to go up a hill. So Ego's got a minute on the cap. It was a good initial drop by VREV, but it looks like Ego's going to be able to secure this.
I'm actually following a gunfight here that I had just saw between a Ego heavy and a light assault, but anyway. And looking here, yeah, it just seems as if there is finally going to be some air support coming through here for the VS now, as you are seeing that this scythe is trying to make something happen here, but nothing really is going to come of that. And we're going to go ahead and follow this action and see what's going on here, because I'm expecting something. Oh, man. I don't know how they're doing it. This is actually pretty cool. I do want to give a shout out, by the way, to my good friend Jimmy Wisenhunt and Margaret over at SOE for giving me all this new camera stuff, because I am freaking loving this.
We got
awesome.
some camera training.
Oh yeah, I got camera training now. Look at this dogfight that's going on here. And the VS is able to take over that one. So what's going on inside, Jax? Anything going on inside?
It looks like Ego has captured the point, so the first objective goes to Ego. And I hit battle rank 2, so that's huge.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I've been working really hard towards that.
That camera skill, man. You know,
yeah.
they don't give us enough credit. They really don't. Oh, man.
We're going to let Ego hold this point for a minute and see if VREV can take it back, because they are starting a push. So I don't know if you want to tell your guys over there on VREV to hold the point. We'll hold this point for... Multiple Sundays incoming. 6 Sunders is a lot of Sunders. Now, the problem with that is they're not going to be able to pull a lot of Sunders now because they're going to be on cooldown.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking. I mean, I think, like you said, though, they knew that they were going to get just absolutely destroyed. So that is probably the reasoning as to why they did that. Just so you could tell me here real quick, if you look on my screen real fast, I am curious about this. The different smokes here, for people who may not know, what are these smokes that people are seeing on the screen?
So your squad leader can insert into smokes to mark targets. I think they're probably using them to mark Sunders. I don't have them on my screen because I'm not, I'm not a Vanu guy like you are, so you can kind of see what they're marking there. But yeah, I think if I believe they're 30 certs, and you can get different color smokes. We use them a lot. Our squad leaders have assigned color smoke, so if you see a smoke popped in our outfit, depending on the color, you know which squad objective that is.
Ah,
so
very cool.
We use them to mark Sunders, enemy tank columns, things of that nature.
All right, and just seeing what's going on here in the battle is there is a VS Galaxy that I don't know how he is doing this, but he is flying upside down.
Reminds you of that scene in Top Gun, and he goes, "How'd you get that shot?" And he goes, "We were inverted."
Look at this! Look at this! I can't even believe it. He's making me cough every time. Every time I'm watching PlanetSide, I'm coughing. It's like, this isn't cool. Oh my god. So in any case, so it seems like now they're making their way over to the next territory here.
Yeah, I mean they're supposed to still be attacking. I think they're trying here. They have one lone mag rider coming in, one lightning. They're not really sending their tanks in a column. They're kind of going one by one. And like I said, with this base being on a hill, it's going to be tough for them. I think they really need to use more air power, go into some sites, kind of pepper the area, and then try to move in.
All right, well, I'm trying to get a nice little overhead here of the tungsten mines, and still it's just pretty much like this is exactly what you would expect here. Lots of armor coming through for both teams. No real like activity, I should say, going down. And let's see, Jax, have you found anything interesting? So what is because Ego right now has the point, correct? So what does VREV have to do in order for them to get back into this one? You can see that they're bringing in some tanks, but what's the plan?
It's going to be very tough for them to retake this base just because it is up on a hill. So we'll give them a couple more minutes to try, and they are dropping in. It looks like they have a squad beacon down, or they're deploying on their squad leader because I see drop pods coming down for VREV. They're trying to get in there, but Ego is really doing a great job of just holding these guys off.
Yeah, they are, and I think it's partly because of the fact, like you said, that they're fighting at a bit of a disadvantage here, having to come up this hill. So that is the part here. Oh man, and I just actually saw a VREV tank get taken out, as well as I think that was a harasser. I'm not too sure.
Yeah, VREV's getting some kills, but they're not able to make a huge offensive here. This is a really tough base to take with this hill. You have to come in from the air. It's really the only way to take it against the defense.
Interesting. So why did you choose this particular area then? Was it because of that aspect that it wasn't necessarily all about you rushing in there with infantry, or what was it maybe?
I just think it's a really cool base the way it's set up. VREV, oh wow, VREV actually has the point. They've had it for about 20 seconds, so that's my fault for not noticing that. But so VREV able to get in there, and they are holding that point. I chose the base because it was an NC base. I think it's a cool base to try and take if it doesn't belong to anyone, if no one has a natural spawn there, just because of the air combat that you get above it. So VREV's going to hold that point. A lot of guys are going down from VREV, but they're utilizing these maxes very well. They're going back for support. You've heard me. Oh wow, and a drop pod coming in right there, trying to make some headway, and he's going to take down 2, but taken out by these VREV maxes. And as I talked about before, these Vanu maxes are very, very powerful. And with the right support, the right medics, and the right engineers, you're going to have a tough time taking a point against them.
Yeah, I'm looking here, and it seems like VREV just has it held down as best as they possibly can. No one can get inside. Some light assaults actually flying in here. I'm liking what I'm seeing. Sunder is now coming through for VREV as well. They actually have 2 Sunderers and a 3rd one coming through now. No air support for Ego at this point in time. I think I just heard maybe 1 Galaxy, yes. Oh, actually, that is going to be a Scythe there for VREV. So, in looking at this here, I hope I'm saying that right. So, in looking at this here, it seems as if Ego now is trying to overtake this space. And look at this.
TR's coming in with some maxes. You have the outside view, you have this inside view, so they're making a huge max push. They have 1-2 maxes. It looks like they have about 10 guys on foot, and it looks like they're going to be able to retake this point.
But keep in mind, though, that there is going to be a Galaxy for VREV, and they just dropped a crap ton of people, and they're going to be making their way inside as well, Jax. So we're going to see an encounter going down inside. As you can see, Ego trying to hold it down as best as they possibly can, looking at that one doorway there, that one point of entry that VREV is going to have to try and get in. Lots of battles going down in the outside as well. But in looking at this one, I can see that that VREV, they're doing exactly what I would do. I would just take out a few at a time and advance forward. It's a pretty standard tactic, and I'm just liking the communication I'm seeing from these two outfits.
Yeah, absolutely, and they're doing a great job of keeping this point. Ego's gathering up. I've said it a million times in this game, you do not go anywhere alone. You have to go with other troops because just the way PlanetSide is played, one guy can't take out 4 guys effectively. You have to go in with sheer numbers, and I mean, you can obviously be a little underpowered if you don't go in with enough people, but you just can't go in solo. It's not the way to play the game.
Well, you know what? The Maxes on the outside are getting absolutely creamed by VREV, Jax, and what's going on in the inside? Is there anything going on right now inside that is interesting, or is it just a battle raging outside?
The battle's outside right now. Actually, move my camera outside above these points, and VREV's making a really solid attempt at the space, actually, but Ego able to hold it down. There's just a mess of people everywhere. So it's funny, you're just seeing players on top of each other. Zooming down here, looks like we got a little Max battle, and the VS Max takes these guys down. He's going to stay alive. So these Maxes are going to make another push into this room. Let's follow VREV as they try and get in there.
Yeah, you could see that they're just getting creamed on the doorway, but the facility has been defended, as you see. But nevertheless, the VREV guys are going to be outside of it. So while they may have defended it this time, the battle is still going to be raging on. Lots of Maxes on the outside here. I actually see that there's a battle here by this pillar, and that's going on. There is a TR Max that's trying to stay alive on this one. He has an engineer for support, but you can see there's only going to be one member of VREV there. He's able to pick off maybe one player. No, he is not able to take him out just yet.
Flipping the point.
Yep, they're flipping it. Wow. Insane. What a battle.
Yep, so they're in here. They're flipping the point. They're setting up with their Maxes. I count 3, 4 Maxes. There's 2 around this corner. There's 3 right here on my screen. So, and, oh, no, there's 4 right here on my screen. So there's 5 Maxes in this point. VREV's really utilizing these Vanu Maxes, which I think is incredibly smart of them.
Yeah, well, I mean, they did receive that recent upgrade, so obviously they are going to be a pretty useful tool, I would say.
Another Max coming in.
And on my screen, I just see all VS, all VREV just absolutely dominating right now. They're all over my screen. I don't know if Ego is going to be able to do anything about it. Lots of players coming in from what seems to be the southwest side here, and VS have taken control of this particular territory. You can see that the players are just spamming the doorway, which makes perfect sense.
Yeah, absolutely. And, we've seen a really good fight at this base. VREV has made some very strong pushes. Ego's made some strong pushes. If Ego's going to do what they did last time, I think they're probably going to wait to group up together outside of that door and then move in. I would group up in the spawn room. Yep, on my screen I see a lot of Ego guys coming in. So VREV's going to have to hold against what looks like 8 or 9 Ego guys about to push this room.
Yeah, they do have a Max as well, so bear that in mind. Lots of activity going down here. I don't know how they're holding them off, but I see that there's going to be 1 Max inside. If we can go ahead and grab that inside camera view real quick and see what's going on, that there is going to be a lot of activity. Look at the rockets coming into that. Max just got taken out. There is going to be a Max in the backside, though. I think there's going to be 2 Maxes. Yes, there is going to be 2 Maxes.
There in it. Wow, 4.
Never mind.
4 Maxes. They're able to get that Max back up, so he's back in battle. There's 5 Maxes here holding this point. Wow. It is going to be very hard for Ego to move in against 5 VS Maxes with proper medic and NG support.
Yeah, and I don't know.
Cool.
I don't know if they have any Maxes coming through here. The guys in Ego, I don't see anything. Actually, there is a couple Maxes that they have spawning outside, but for right now, there's only going to be 1 Max fighting up against 5 Maxes. There's support on the roof there. They're getting hit from air support there on the side. You can actually see. Oh man, what a devastating attack there. We're gonna follow this chap.
And these Vanu guys, now that there's so many VS in the point right now. There's like 12, 15 guys in here. Ego's gonna have to group up. They're gonna have to pull Maxes, and it's really the only way they're gonna retake this point.
Look at this. The air support coming down. Nothing that Ego can do. And wait a minute, a tank as well just came into my view, just out of nowhere. The most random thing. Go a tank versus a Max. Who wins this one? A TR tank or TR Max, I should say. So what do we have going on over here right now is that Ego just have no feasible way of getting inside
Nope,
of
and
this
not.
building.
Taking a look at the leaderboards real quick, we have the leader of Ego Vertago up there, followed by the leader of VREV BFAR. So the two leaders of the outfits are on the top two, which is kind of interesting. Then we have, a bunch of different Ego guys, followed by some VREV, followed by some Ego. But it's pretty interesting to me that the two leaders of the outfits are
That's why they're the leaders.
Yeah, exactly. They're really showing what they're made of today, so that's cool.
Yeah, that really is cool, as a matter of fact. And I didn't even know that you could bring up that stats. So now, I have to ask you, Jax, what do you do in a room full of maxes? I mean, like, that must be pretty tough to overcome.
I mean, you have to fight maxes with maxes. So what I would do if I was VREV or Ego, I'd grab like 7 or 8 TR maxes. I'd get some good NGs and a couple medics, and I'd move in because right now they're moving in with squishies, which is the normal player, and it's just you're not going to take down 5 maxes that way. They could also pull a tank from the vehicle bay or pull a tank from another base and then come in here and shoot in to kind of soften them and then send their guys in. But it's not exactly practical.
Yeah, and looking here, BFAR is using a max inside of that room, as you can see.
5 seconds.
Yep.
It looks like your boys over there on VREV are going to take this
VREV!
base.
Let's go.
Wow, that was a great take by VREV. Let's give Ego a chance, as we gave VREV a chance to recap it and take it, and we'll see how Ego reorganizes to do this.
I wonder how, because VREV is pretty stacked on this base. They have Galaxy Air support right now. As we take a look here at the camera and the overhead and the dramatic slow motion. And pretty much it seems like VREV is stacked on this base. I really don't know how they're going to do this. So now it comes back to air support once again, right, Jax?
Absolutely. I'm just telling the guys real quick to retake Black Shard. And yeah, they're gonna have to come in from the air. That was a very impressive take by VREV. They did a really, really strong job on that.
Yep, and let's see what these galaxies are shooting at here. But oh, there's this one guy down there, and he is still alive. I don't even know how he did that. I'm sorry, I just had to point that out. He's getting shot by a galaxy and some more air support and rockets, and I think he finally died.
Let's actually move the fight over to Makalla Tech Plant. Let's see how these guys, because I don't know if the guys can retake this right now. So if you could just tell your guys to go to Makalla Tech.
All right, let's go to Makalla Tech Plant. Dun, dun, dun. Oh my God, moving it up right now. Take Makalla Tech Plant.
Makalla.
Makalla.
Which is actually Hawaiian for dance. Made that up. That's a lie.
It's like that scene from Anchorman.
That's exactly what I was thinking
It's
about.
like,
Pull the burgundy.
yeah, it's like
San Diego.
San Diego was a ship in the Revolution.
Oh, the wooden ship. No, I don't think that's true. It is.
When in Rome.
Yeah.
Excuse me? What was that? Could you
What
finish
was
that
that?
sentence?
Anchorman 2 should be great, man.
Oh man, tell me about it.
Really excited for that.
I could quote that movie for days. All right, so Makalla Tech Plant. Let's take a look at the overhead map and see what's going on in the world of PlanetSide and on the continent of, as my good friend Total Biscuit would say, Amarish. Amarish. Total Biscuit. Nah, just like, he's a friend, guys. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. It's
Something
okay.
to point out here real quick. This amp station is just like, is TR controlled, yet all of VS have it surrounded. That's going to VS sometime soon. So let's go to Makalla Tech Plant, shall we?
That is Woku Camp Station, which
Woku.
is Japanese for trained ninja.
You should just stop. You should just stop. Oh my God.
Woku Camp Station. Machado.
All right, here we go, and here's the tech plant. I just wanted to do that crazy part there. All right, so I was zooming around it, and I just imagined like Terminator music coming on. All right, so what is the plan of attack here?
Yeah, where are the VREV guys coming from?
I told him. I said new objective. Yes, new objective.
So it looks like the Ego guys are setting up Sunderers in various locations around the base, which is going to give them alternate spawns. The tech plant spawn is pretty far away from the actual point, so you want to get Sunderers and spawn beacons up a lot closer to the A point in order to get that done. So that's a VREV Sunder right here. He's going to get spotted by an Ego tank, so he's going to call that out. And Ego is all over that VREV Sunder. They just deployed it, and it's down.
All right, and
it's gone.
There is going to be one Galaxy here for VRev coming in. I don't know what.
Trying to find these. Oh, and another VRev Sunder being taken out. So Makalla is going to be very hot for VRev. They were flipping the point when we got here. Ego able to re-flip it, and there's a lot of battle over here on the ground trying to get these Sundies up. 2 more Sunders are coming in. Wow, these guys roll out a lot of Sunders. So
yeah.
There's 2 more Sundies here. Let's see what their fate is. If it might share the fate of their buddies because they're already spotted. They're going to break in 2 directions. One's going to go left, one's going to go right. I'm going to follow this guy over here on the right. Oh, wow. There's a 4th and a 5th Sunder. So they have 5 Sunders out. This one's going to play it safe and kind of go to would be a farther spawn than desired, but at least they're in the base. And he's going to get some air cover right there from that balcony. So he's got that going for him. They haven't spotted him yet because they rolled in 5 Sunders at one time. I think the Eagle guys were a little overwhelmed. They had to chase a few different Sundies. They're going to have some harassers out, but they spotted the Sundie. They have a tank on it. He's going to call it out to his friends. The VRev guy's going to spawn Maxes, probably anti-tank Maxes, to see if they can deal with the oncoming onslaught that the Sunder is about to receive.
I do want to point out, though, that VRev does have another Sundie, and it is deployed. I believe this is going to be at the north part of the base, if I'm correct. So this is pretty good for them. And they are going to have multiple Sundies, as a matter of fact. So, and they're hidden, too. I actually really like this location because there is some ample cover that you can take advantage of here, and you won't necessarily be exposed out in the open. This is pretty nice.
Absolutely. So they're Ego's repping the gens, but VRev has like 4 or 5 Sunders up following these Maxes. They're going to move into this gen room. And let's see if Ego comes to fight them at this generator. So they're going to I have VRev over here overloading one of the shield generators, a horizontal. They have some Maxes guarding them. That's an AA Max. He's going to shoot from the window. That's actually a pretty cool spot that he's going to go down. You know, Ego's not coming to defend this gen, really. So VRev is going to be able to take out the horizontal gen, it looks like, with some relative ease.
Yep, and go ahead and see what's going on over here as Ego is trying to maintain cover, or maintain their cover of their base with the support of the some of these sentries, and lots of activity going down over here.
Oh, Ego actually moves in pretty strong. This Max slightly overwhelmed. We got the Ego guys trying to get their guys up, but you know, the VS is able to hold the generator.
Yeah, long enough at the very least here. So
Yep.
I'm looking here, and you know, there are Ego guys, as a matter of fact, working these sentries on the outside. Is this useful at this point in time, or should they just be focusing more on? I mean, does every player just have a role where it's like, this is your job, no matter what's going on inside, this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna stay in the sentry, and you're gonna kill stuff. Is that like the whole thing?
I think you have to be pretty organized to get that done and like have dedicated turret gunners. My favorite thing to do in the game is actually being a turret. I think a lot of people probably make fun of me for that, but I love being in the turrets. They're huge when defending a base. When I see players and teams defending a base and they don't utilize the defenses they're given, and they don't utilize that natural advantage, it boggles my mind, because I don't know why you would not use all the defenses you're given when defending a point. That's why there's an advantage there.
Yeah, and
they're able to get these shields down, by the way. So they have these shields down. They have entrance to the base. So I think VRev will be hitting it pretty hard.
all right. So I was gonna make a comment, but kidding. I'm kidding. All right.
Right here, they're flipping the point. So it looks like some VRev guys able to get in here.
Yeah, what's going on inside? Ooh. A little bit of a confrontation. It seems like that one player was able to take him out. That was going to be, what, 2020, if I'm correct?
Yep, and VRev able to get in. They got some light assaults up there. And they're going to try and flip this point, but these Ego guys are perched up. That's the best spot to cover.
It is. It is. I've fought many a member in opposite factions when I was playing with the Goater guys and Matherson. We were going up against a couple of NC guys, and they were holding that position lovely. So, yeah, that is a really good spot to hold down.
Yep. Ego's gonna hold the point, but VRev's sending guys in one at a time. Once again, you can't go one at a time in this game. You have to group up. You have to work together. Otherwise, what's gonna happen here is what's gonna happen every time. It's gonna get taken out.
Yeah, yeah. I do agree with you on that one there, Jax. You can't look at that another guy just running in there willy-nilly.
Ducklings,
and
like ducklings.
Yeah. He's just gonna run in there foolishly and get taken out like ducklings. Let's see. I really don't have anything going on the outside, but you want to know something though? It seems like they do have dedicated guys holding down these turrets. I just want to point that out, Jax, because they have every single turret here is occupied by I think this is Ego members.
Yeah, they're going to utilize those turrets. They do have guys on the point now. They're flipping the point. Ego's going to come up and try and stop them. A lot of the Ego guys are rocking the new TR hat. That's just pretty funny. Hopefully our NC hat, we were talking about it on Reachcast. I went on the other day to talk about the war report, and we're hoping the NC hat's either a Uncle Sam hat or a cowboy hat.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Uncle
What
Sam
is the
hat would be
TR
crazy.
hat? What is the TR hat?
The TR hat, let me see if I can get a close-up of one of these guys rocking it. I don't see any of them. I'll tell you when I see one, but they got a new hat a couple weeks ago for Armistice Day, and it looks pretty funny.
What is that one guy doing there? Is that guy on a vehicle? I didn't even notice. Was there a guy just like floating there?
Yeah, he's a light assault, so he's going to put down some C4, try and take out those maxes, but he was not successful. Once again, VREV utilizing... Oh, yeah, that guy's just glitched out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's just glitched into the ground.
Okay, I was confused. I'm sorry.
Is that a vehicle? Is that guy floating? What is going on?
I was so lost because right now he is the most OP person in the game right now.
Yeah, he's just cruising through.
All right, so let's see. Nothing really going on outside. It seems like the battle is just going to be raging on indoors here. Some tank action I have on my end.
Here's that TR hat I was telling you about right here. So, and he just got killed.
So what is it exactly, though?
It's like it's like an old, Russian. It's kind of hard to describe. You kind of have to see it.
Okay, like a Russian beret or a Russian.
Yeah, it's like an old. I can't even describe.
It's
it.
Russian.
Yeah, it's very Russian.
It's all you need to know. It's all Russian.
Yeah.
Oh man, I think an Uncle Sam hat would be pretty cool though.
For Space America, you know. So we have to
Space America.
Yeah.
That's just immediately what I think of. Like when I do think of the NC though, I will say this much: when I went to the Ultimate Empire Showdown, one of the things that got me into the NC was their trailer. I don't know about you, but that trailer was so awesome, and I just thought as soon as that trailer was done and they exploded everything, and they were like, "We fight for freedom," and I was just like, "America." That was my immediate thought right there.
Yeah,
and then
absolutely.
TR, I thought Russia. Right away, Russia, and then VS.
Shout out to all our Russian fans, by the way, watching the show.
Yeah. I mean, for sure. Russia. I mean, don't get me wrong. They're good at shooters. They have beaten many of our best before in a lot of other competitions. So let's see what's going on here. The outside of the Makalla tech plant, or Makalla. I put Makalla. I feel like a moron now, but the Makalla tech plant, pretty quiet, docile.
Makalla is actually Hawaiian for celebration.
What happened, Jax?
Makalla is actually Hawaiian for celebration.
That's not true. All right, so what right now? It seems as if VREV has control. What does Ego have to do here? I mean, obviously, this is going to be a crazy fight, but
Well, VREV was able to get in here really quickly. Ego really should have been able to defend this a little bit better, but like I said, they went in duckling mode and they came in one at a time and they
right,
just got
and
smoked.
so they just need to rally the troops together pretty much.
Absolutely, they have to do a strong push here because VREV, the point is pretty locked down. I mean, there's only 5 or 6 people up here. I think the battle's outside, so let's go outside and follow the explosions.
Yeah, I'm actually taking a look at it right
Is that a
now.
Reaver? So yeah, the NC are here just shooting Reavers in.
Yeah, VREV is stopping everything. There's just absolutely nothing that they can do here to be able to get any kind of headway.
So Ego just got their gens back online. If you shoot to my screen, you have an Ego Sunder, or a VREV Sunder, but they have their gens back online, so it's going to be harder for VREV to roll in, but they have to eliminate the Sunder, even though it's not deployed. There must be another Sunder nearby, but this Sunder not deployed right now.
And I'm actually
Looking for
trying
it.
to find where these guys are going to try and come in from, but really, I don't know where.
There's an Ego tank just sitting here inside the base. I think he got stuck because he doesn't really seem to be doing much. He's looking around. VREV's pulling some vehicles though, and these Ego guys are these VREV guys are right outside, not able to get in because of these shields. Let's check back in with that Sunder here. So yeah, that Sunder's fine. It's not deployed. Ego hasn't been able to take it out yet. Going back up to the point, see if there's any battles going on up there, and checking down here. So VREV is in the base. They kind of have all the walls on lockdown, and there's not much Ego is doing right now to retake this base.
Yeah, it seems like they don't have a clear plan of attack. And the funny thing, though, I do want to point this out, that you can actually see here, they still maintain these turrets, these sentries up top. I don't know why. I don't know how this is helping them, but there's 3 members of Ego still using these turrets.
Yeah, I think once your enemy is taking the point, you really need to focus on inside of the base. VRev has this point really locked down, so unless Ego can make a push in here, in 1 minute and 20 seconds, this base will belong to VRev.
Yep, and seems like that is going to be the case. Not much of a push here. Members up top, hopefully they kind of wise up and decide, all right, we're gonna have to move, because see, they're really not helping out too much from outside here. So let's see what we got. And if we bring out the camera just a little bit, see the overhead. Not really much all that going on. How does it look on the mini map there, Jax?
Looking at the map here, you know, I'm trying to find another base for them to fight at, but TR is going to be sort of cut off. We can move up to, we can have them do Auraxis Firearms, which is always a great base to see, so we'll have them take that next. But VRev able to take this base really convincingly. So far, I mean, Ego came out strong at the beginning, but it looks like VRev has been our stronger team today so far.
Yep, and Auraxis Firearms could be our next.
They're trying to retake right now. They're moving in, so Ego moves in with not a lot of time left, but I don't know if they're going to be able to take it down, because once again, they're not moving in with the full force. They're moving in 2-3 troops at a time against a very prepared VRev squad who's utilizing those VS Maxes, and it's going to be tough for them to retake it.
Yeah, you know, when you have a position set up with multiple maxes covering a location, I really don't see any opportunity that you can have to get in there. And that is basically going to have to do it here. 14 seconds left on this particular location. And I think this is going to do it here. The guys in VRev are going to win this one as well. They won the tungsten station. They also are the tungsten mines, and now it seems like they're also going to win this position as well.
All right. Yep. VRev took the point. Ego's moving in here, but just a little too late. Here's your favorite guy. He's cruising along there.
He's still up?
Yeah, he's maxing and relaxing. Get it? Maxing, relaxing.
Maxing and relaxing. Oh, man. You are just lows for days, bro. All right. So the next up is going to be the Auraxis tech plant, correct?
Auraxis Firearms.
Auraxis Firearms. Excuse me. Still noobing it up, guys. I apologize. All right. So Auraxis
wow, so many typos.
Firearms is the next objective, right?
Yep, so I'm going to take a minute to get over there. And that is going to be a pretty interesting base to watch, because it's got a bridge. I really like it's probably one of my favorite bases in the game. I'm flying over there like Peter Pan. Playing in observer mode is pretty fun.
Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure. And I'm actually going to stick with this galaxy here.
All right, so just showing you guys a quick layout of the base. Ego's going to come in through this bridge. Now, this bridge is going to be the main point of contention. You're going to have a lot of tanks fighting on it. There's going to be, I think, guys on the roof, most likely, maxes. But once you get past this bridge, the base is pretty easy to take, I'd say, because you go into this building, and you have cover, you have air cover, you have buildings surrounding it that you can shoot from. So this base is a really interesting base, because that bridge is so key. So if VRev can hold down that bridge, it's going to be tough for Ego. But if Ego gets past that bridge, it's going to be not an easy take, but they're going to have a lot of cover. It's not an exposed point.
Yeah, well, I don't know what's going on right now with VRev on my end here. And taking a look here at the mini-map, I actually think that they're all still inside of the tech plant. So they're going to be rallying the troops together right now. I do see some Sunderers on the screen here for VRev on the mini-map. I also see where I'm positioned here, there's a galaxy right around here. There you can see it. Another Sunderer too. So some air support coming through for these guys. And I think they might be all ready to go, hopefully. But yeah, so now air support. How big of a factor does it make with this new area?
It's huge with that bridge. So we have an Ego Sunderer here going over the bridge, and he's going to be sort of the first to arrive. So I'm going to get this down bridge shot right now. And he kind of gets up here and he goes, wow, I think I might be able to make it across this. So if they can just make it across this bridge uncontested, wow, VRev really should be defending this bridge.
Well, they're not even there yet, so that's the other thing too. They have two Sunderers They have a couple air support units. Beyond that, though, they really don't have anything else. They're actually just gathering their troops together, and I think they're going to go for a massive airdrop here, which makes perfect sense.
Yeah, I mean, they could have also redeployed to get there quicker, but they chose to go airdrop, which is fine. This is going to be that Ego Sunday, and Ego's going to be moving into the point, so they're going to start capturing. Excuse me, guys, while I move in here and get set up on the corner of the room.
Yep, and I think we have a max that has some players in it, but not a lot.
Yep, Ego's up here on the point, 3 or 4 guys. Now, they can, if it's an airdrop, they're going to be getting a lot of people attacking them. This is a great spawn beacon location, by the way, guys. Always have your light assaults flying up, setting spawn beacons up on high points that most players can't reach. I would have put a little more in the middle, possibly, because I think they can probably shoot that from over here.
Okay. And I don't know what's up with these guys. In all honesty, they're taking their sweet time. But,
yeah.
It seems like they are more than aware of the situation at the very least.
So we have another Ego Sunder coming in here, some Ego tanks.
They have like 50 Galaxies VREV, by the way, Jax. I think everyone's just gonna roll in like with a Galaxy.
In their own Galaxy?
In their own Galaxy. Makes sense.
Don't worry, bro. I'll take mine. So, yeah, the guys in Ego here, set up with armor, set up with Sunders. They have maxes on the point. They're in a pretty good position to take the space right now.
Yeah, they are. So it seems like finally members are going to be heading out here, but let me just make sure that they got the message. So what's going on your end, Jax?
I'm just looking at these Ego guys getting set up. We're kind of waiting for these Sunders to arrive, for the battle to start. But Ego is able to get here pretty quickly and set up for an attack.
Ooh, and an alert actually just came up.
Man, I can't believe that didn't get me to battle rank 3. Oh,
Right.
I'm 4 now. Ha! Battle rank 4. I am cruising.
You are so good.
I am cruising.
You are so good.
Yep.
All right, well, it seems like the
Specialist.
players are going to be making their way out, by the way, Jack. So we are going to get to see an encounter, and it is going to be this way. So let's go ahead and make our way with these players here.
Looking for these Galaxies. I guess you're following them in. Okay, so here we have one gal over there, but it does not look like they're here yet.
I wonder why. Wonder why.
Where you guys at, dude?
I don't know. Where are they? I think they misunderstood me. I think they went to the substation.
Did you tell them Auraxis Firearms?
I told them Firearms. Let's see. Make sure you guys.
So these Galaxies are there's a Galaxy coming in. He's gonna get lit up, and he's gonna fly to cover. So we still do not have VREV at the party, but Ego doing a great job holding the point, and you know there's still 4 minutes left on this cap, so anything can happen.
All right, well.
They have a Skyguard over here on the bridge, so they're going to use that Skyguard to really lock down.
It seems like they threw down a beacon on the Auraxicom substation, and now they moved it over to the Firearms. I said Firearms to my defense, by the way. I did say Firearms.
So they're doing a great job of holding down that substation.
Yeah, just pro status right there. That could have been me noobing it up. Who knows? But, oh, my Lord. You are right about one thing, Jax. They are set up. Ego is ready to go, and man.
And they're making some good call-outs on platoon chat. You know, they say enemy gal, northeast. Directions are huge in this game, guys. One of the most frustrating things if I'm running a squad or a platoon, and someone goes, "There's a guy here. There's a guy here," and you have no idea what they're talking about. So that's
There's a guy here. Where here? This is a really large continent.
Or if we're playing on Indar and they're like, "Behind the rocks," you're like, what?
Behind the rocks. All right, well, it seems like a few Sundays as well as some tanks are coming through now for VREV here. And they're going to be setting up for this long battle that's going to be taking place. They're not going for the bridge, by the way. Not going for the bridge strategy. They're going to take a few units airdrop. And that seems to be the safe bet here. Lots of tanks in the bridge, though, for Ego. As you can see, this Galaxy is getting absolutely pounded here by air support or by land-air.
Yeah, that's going to be the Skyguard. Very, very effective AA attachment for your Lightning. And obviously that Lightning rocking the MLG logo, playing in the MLG event, so that's cool.
Nice, and this Galaxy actually had to back away because they They were just getting pounded. Hopefully we can stay with them here.
Yeah, VREV Gal gonna go down, take some guys with it. This VREV Gal's gonna go down too. He's flying in. He's going straight for it. He doesn't care.
That's right.
He's a honey badger.
That's how VREV does it. But look at this here. Some pressure coming from up top too. Oh, man, that is gonna do it for that one. What an unfortunate turn of events there.
Ego gonna have a couple tanks right here on the bridge, so they're ready. If VREV tries to come down this bridge. They have 1:50 left on this cap. Obviously, there's a miscommunication. Well, they misunderstood what base we were going to, so they got here a little late to the party. They can redeploy here, though. They have a natural spawn. So I don't know why they're not utilizing it to just come out of the spawn room.
All right, well, I'm actually following a little bit of a dogfight here. Oh, this is pretty cool. I'm telling you right now, I'm going to be the greatest camera wielder of all time. And ain't no one's going to say anything about that, man. My camera skills are T1. But let's see what's going on here.
So now we got Mag Riders coming down the bridge. So VREV is going to arrive with Mag Riders. They're coming through this bridge. They're getting pounded by these lightnings. They have a Prowler deployed up here. So we'll see how many of these VREV tanks make it across this thing.
All right, well, that's enough of the dogfighting action for me. I was super into that one. All right, so I just love this game, man. There's just so many like cool things going on at once, and you just never know what you're going to find next. Do want to point out, though, there is going to be a VREV Galaxy that's going to be hanging out by the bridge as well, and they are going to have some armor units, too, bear that in mind, and VREV is trying to go for this this push by the bridge, and I am hearing some chatter for these guys. I hope they're not mad at me. I gave them the right location, Jax, I swear to God. Just because they're Vanu doesn't mean anything. You know, not trying to sabotage.
So let's get behind these tanks and kind of watch this roll in and see how they do.
Yeah, there's a lot of craziness going on here. I actually could see that they have a couple of units on this bridge.
They're slowly pushing up these tanks. They have a Sunday.
Now that's Sunday going in front of the tank. Is that smart? I mean,
no.
No, yeah, I mean, I was gonna say, right, like that's not a good idea. But he is gonna be armored there, have some armor from the bridge. Nevertheless, though, he's still gonna be exposed in front. That tank is trying to stay alive here.
Just letting the guys know the objective is to defend, and we will stay at the space now that we have both teams here.
Yeah.
And I do believe. Let me check the map real quick. But yeah, so they're both connected. They can definitely fight at the space for a bit. This space is so hard to take during an alert, just because you know first off it takes a while. Then there's this bridge, so you have to airdrop like 2 squads, get your beacons in good places, and just keep squad deploying. Another good tactic, by the way, guys, that I want to talk about really quickly is switching off your squad leads in battle. So I talked about last week how you should send your squad lead to a base first, and then just have the team deploy on him, so they can stay defending whatever base you just left, and you'll get to a base a lot quicker. But once your spawn beacon goes down, switch squad leaders, because you don't need to re-equip anymore with the new game. So you just hand your squad leader off to a new player in your team. Go ahead and pop a new spawn beacon, so you always have a beacon up.
I could see that being a pretty useful mechanic for sure, because you know that's the thing. All these little things that players are. That players like yourself and and other members of the PlanetSide universe are just getting acclimated to, because the game is constantly changing. It's not just resting on its laurels of once it's out, it's out. There's always going to be new things to improve the game, and that is what makes PlanetSide such an engaging experience. You can see a lot of activity going down over at the bridge right now. Some rockets flying through as the guys of Ego trying to thwart this assault here by the folks from the VREV, VDRS,
Check this out
as it
from
says.
Ego's perspective, looking down the bridge. So this is, if you're playing on Ego right now, this is what you're looking at. You have a Mag Rider, you have a Lightning, you have obviously the Sunder right here. Why they parked it in the middle of the bridge it's not the smartest location. They should either park it at the other end behind a rock, or they should move it into the base. Now, obviously, moving into the base is not going to be possible with all these Ego guys, but the middle of the bridge is like literally the worst location.
And if you jump over to my perspective, you can see it from the side of the VREV crew as they're just getting pelted with so much. Oh man, I think there was a unit behind as well. Yes, there is. Where are you, you sneaky beaver? Dude is just hiding around here, but in any case though,
a lib right now would be great for VREV. Moving in 2 libs, just pounding out the pounding out these guys on this end of the bridge, but they're not really utilizing air support so much.
Well, they had to drop back, and it seems like VRev though is not able to do anything about this one. The bridge is going to be lost to them, but they are going to have some units actually that had dropped inside. Keep that in mind. I do see some units, some infantry units that have dropped in some of the buildings here. BFAR, most notable, is actually going to be right now in a gunfight, and he is going to get taken out. There's going to be one more member left, though, and let's see this gunfight unfold, as it is going to be quite intense. 1v1, and oh, man, that one player, Vert is his name. I didn't get to see the full name, but he just destroyed Bart and his, BFAR. I said Bart. BFAR and his teammate, Bart. You hear me?
Looking at the leaderboards really quickly.
Take a look at the leaderboard.
We have Jack from Ego up there and Zarinia. So 2 Ego players taking the leaderboards. Then we have, you want to take a shot at that name?
Which one is this?
Lisa Vivisu. I mean,
what is it? Lisa Vivisueva.
All right, there we go. That's why we have Golden Boy around.
That's right. I bring that sweat. What is it? Suewa. I don't know. That's why I bring that Latin edge.
Yeah, exactly.
MLG, guys. You don't even know.
Vertigo, right. Leader of the Ricky Martin around the office.
Okay.
Vertigo on the leaderboard, leader of Ego. You see a lot of Ego guys on this leaderboard. There's not a lot of VRev getting kills.
Yeah, they're because they're getting destroyed. And I just want to see if I can get an angle here. There is one person. Oh, no, actually no one left alive here. They're going to be taking this bridge.
Ego is pushing out to the end of the bridge. This is pretty interesting. They're getting aggressive. I think they want some kills. I can hear them on the platoon saying forward squad, bridge is clear. So they sent a forward squad up to check for enemy sunders. I guess, where are you guys on VRev right now?
It's hard to say. Taking a look at the map here, they're absolutely nowhere.
They're in Indar.
Yeah, they're in Indar. They all just went to Indar. They do have some units, some Sundies that are going to be coming up here. You see 2 Sundies. So they have some members actually inside of the base right now. They have a couple of people in the base too. So that's something to point out here. Some more Sundies actually coming from the east as well as the west. So let's go ahead and see what's going on inside of the base there, Jax, if you can get inside, because I see some people inside of A. And
yep, there's a little action right here. So it looks like we have a couple VRev guys. A VRev beacon is down. Ego's going to spot it, take it out. So that beacon is down, although a couple VRev guys were able to squad deploy in there.
Bear in mind, too, that they are going to have a Sundie, as a matter of fact, on the outside, and I don't think that's going to get detected. I don't think anyone... Oh, wait, it is going to get detected, so that won't be good.
That VRev guy dropped into just a whole mess of things. Sorry, I hit the wrong button there, guys.
Poor guy.
But, yeah, so getting in here. Let's take a look at the point, as VRev is going to try and get on it, but Ego's got a lot of guys at this point.
Yeah, they got to stay alive on this one. They got... My boys got to push in here. They got to make this happen.
What are they doing, Golden Boy? Coach Golden Boy's got to get in there.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm trying to mentor them. I mean, apparently I gave them the wrong location, so I feel super bad about that. But you know what? My VRev guys have taken the territory a few times already, so I think that they're going to do it again. What's going on the leaderboard there, Jax?
We have Tross followed by Tyson. Jack's still up there. Luisa Suisa is up there, and
Suisa. He cracked me up. Oh, man. All right. So a little bit of a stalemate, I should say, but it seems as if VRev is going to be able, or excuse me, Ego is actually going to be able to maintain this position for a little while here. Looking at my map, I don't really see much. There is going to be about 3 members of VRev inside of the actual base itself. A couple more members are going to be on the outside. Where are the Ego guys located?
The Ego guys are kind of spread out all over. There's like 5 or 6 of them on the point. They still have tanks here. They seem to have not given as much priority to that bridge. I guess they're not worried about VRev bringing Sundies through it.
Yeah, that seems to be the possibility. Perhaps maybe Galaxy drops. Also, bear in mind that there's a bunch of VRev guys, as a matter of fact, that are going to be on the outside too. So that is another thing that I should actually point out here, is I can get a better camera angle now and see what's going on. But yeah, there is some VRev guys that are coming from the back of the base, more toward this, let me see here if I could see in the map, what seems to be from the west area. You can see a couple units because there's a Sunday that deployed.
Sounds good. So I think is Virev going to make? Oh, so Virev's going to make one more assault on this bridge.
All right, let's see if they can do it. This is their last chance.
Yep, they're going to try and get in, but I mean, pretty much Ego's been able to hold this base the entire time. Like I said, with this base, Virev was actually defending it at the beginning, but Ego was able to make a really strong coordinated push.
All right, well, what's going on your end, Jax? Anything cool?
Just Ego is assembling on the bridge, taking a look around here. The bridge is pretty much clear. I don't know if Virev is going to make another attempt. It looks like they're sending in one lone mag rider.
One lone mag rider. For the win!
Yeah.
For the queen!
Don't worry, guys. I got this.
All right, well, you know what? I think that this is going to be a good time for us to wrap it up. You know, I think, you know, the guys in Ego have maintained this position for quite a while. And I don't think that they're going to be able to stop them at the very least here. Seems like Ego's well equipped for this location, and I'm going to have to tip my hat to Ego on this one.
Yeah, Ego able to take the last base. Virev taking the first couple. So this was a good fight. And telling the guys we're all done. And awesome. So, yeah, I think it was a really good fight. We had some great base takes. I think the first base we went to was really cool because we had Virev take it, then Ego take it, then Virev take it. I'd say overall for the day, I guess Virev had a stronger performance out of the two, but they both played really well.
Yeah, they certainly did. They certainly did. They had a stronger performance, although they were not able to rally the troops together long enough. Ego is well positioned inside of this area, the Auraxis Firearms. You know, but it was still very entertaining to watch, especially that first battle. That first battle was
first
great.
base was great.
Yeah, the first base was awesome. Definitely what I was very happy about that. So, Jax, any last words here for the PlanetSide community before we wrap it up?
Just remember, guys, PlanetSide 2, free to play. Just check it out at planetside2.com. Hop on Waterson. We're both NC on Waterson. My in-game name is Jax19 on Waterson.
Yeah, and I'm GBFTW on Waterson.
Awesome. So definitely send us tells and check us out, and we'd be happy to play with you anytime.
For sure. All right, and we also have some awesome things going on here. We have decals to give away for you guys. So here's the first thing. Basically, you want to use the code MLG report. It includes the vehicle decal and the armor decal, some experience boosts and resource boosters I think are actually really important. So you want to make sure that you redeem the code below, and you can actually get some awesome stuff out of this. Once again, the code is MLG report. And if I'm correct, and you can see the decal on there looks kind of snazzy. All right, and there's also one more thing too. If I'm correct, you can actually get the membership, by the way, for $9.99 for 3 months. The PlanetSide 2 membership is normally $12.99 a month, and you get to the action a lot faster, increased cert as well as XP points. And current members, you receive some free camo. Pretty awesome indeed, right?
Yeah, it's very cool. I highly recommend membership in PlanetSide 2. You beat the queues, you get more XP. So I know most of our Serious Alpha players are all members.
Yeah, for sure.
And at this deal, it's great.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
You save yourself a good $3 a month. I like that, you know?
Yeah.
It's not bad. That's a bag of chips and a soda. In any case, so guys, thank you so much for watching. We had a blast here with the War Report, and feel free to leave us your feedback. There's a comment section down below when you're watching this one on YouTube in the VOD, and if you want to talk about it, always feel free to reach out to us. I'm at GoldenBoyFTW on Twitter, and you are Proper Conroy. Conroy.
So Jax19 is my in-game name. Definitely hit me up there, or you can catch me at TIWOutfit.com.
There you go. All right, guys, take it easy and have a great evening from me and Jax and the rest of the MLG crew here at the MLG headquarters in New York. Take it easy and play more PlanetSide.